It's a pretty wild ride, this thing called life. And that being said, I want to share a pretty wild chain of events that I've been undergoing over the last 3 years that maybe I can find some insight, help others find answers if they find themselves in a similar situation, or just to be heard in case something in our legal system prevents me from being able to be. So, hello, my name is William. Um, 3 years ago, a week before making a move from Oklahoma to Colorado to start a new life, I was on my way to a music festival in Orlando, Florida. On my way to the festival, I got pulled over in DeSoto County, Mississippi for, quote, following too closely behind a vehicle that did not have tags, per the officer's exact words. Confused me because I figured the car with no tags is already committing a crime. Why not pull them over? Anyways, I digress. He pulls me over, takes my license and insurance. It comes back clean. He asks me to step out of the vehicle. I comply. He then proceeds to ask to search my car, which I deny as my right to do so. Now here's where things get a little tricky. So due to the Supreme Court case Rodriguez versus United States, it establishes the scope of a routine traffic violation, as well as setting the legal precedence that if an officer withholds you longer than the scope of a routine traffic stop in order to get a canine unit on the scene to search your vehicle, it is an infringement upon our Fourth Amendment rights and constitutes a legal search and seizure. So, canine unit arrives, hits for the marijuana in the car, an alleged 80 hits of LSD, which still has not been tested, as well as some mushrooms, were found with the marijuana. They then handcuffed me, never read me my Miranda rights, had me and my passenger wait there for an hour and a half while we waited to hear back from the narcotics specialist as to what to do with us. Hour and a half goes by, and that is when we hear back and the officer is told, "Let us go, we'll deal with it later." So the officers then inform me and my passenger, we will eventually get a summons to deal with this in court the proper way, and when they call, I better answer. So, fast forward. First year, heard nothing back from them. Within that year, the county of DeSoto in Mississippi got a new district attorney, Matthew Barton. First ever Republican DA for the county, and from what it seems like, is just trying to get a high conviction rate to make himself look good in the public eye. So, apparently in the time of Matthew Barton being appointed district attorney of DeSoto, July of 2024, they finally issue a felony arrest warrant for the allegations against me. However, September 2024 is when I got my CDL hazmat endorsement, which to get you must undergo an extensive background check to ensure that you're not a terrorist since you're dealing with hazardous material. So, November 2024, my car broke down one night on my way home from work. It's snowing, it's cold, and an officer arrives on scene and asks if I needed a courtesy ride anywhere while I waited for a ride to come get me. I asked him to take me back to the shop at my work, and I would wait for my ride there. But while on the back of his police car, he then informed me, "Mr. Hengy, this is awkward, but it seems that you have a felony arrest warrant out of DeSoto County for dangerous drugs." I then spent 3 days in Summit County Jail for not even committing a crime in Colorado, and bonded out so that I could, in hope, try to deal with this Mississippi issue on my own. In that time, I found, since I was never charged, had an arraignment date, a court date at all set, or any attempt to summons me as I was told they would, I cannot seek legal representation because I am not in the court system, and my only options are either to go back to Summit County Jail here in Colorado, get extradited to Mississippi just to get an arraignment date, make a plea, and fight it that way, or to just go straight to Mississippi myself and still get arrested, get an arraignment date, and fight it that way. Now, to me, this seemed like a mockery of the principles our judicial system was founded on, innocent until proven guilty. Because right now, it feels like they're treating me guilty until proven innocent. All I've asked for during this whole situation is a court date to appear for. I can't even get that much. I have since reached out to the Attorney General of Mississippi over 2 weeks ago now. Still have not heard anything back. I have tried following up. Still no response, which leads me to recording this video. At any moment, I could probably get sworn by a large quantity of police officers to arrest me and force extradition. Which, if that's what ends up happening, that's what happens. I just wanted to make sure my story was heard and put out there for the people to hear. So if anyone finds themselves in a similar situation, or if anyone can give me some extra legal advice, help on the and where to go from here, it would be much appreciated. Now, in my time in Colorado, I have gone from homeless to was in the process of buying some land. Got myself my CDL hazmat endorsement. I've been doing everything I can to try and make the most respectable life for myself that I can. And now I have to deal with this. I am in the process of probably about to lose my job, lose the 5-acre plot I've been buying, and my mental health is tanking because I just don't know where to go from here. Anyways, that's my story. Thank you for listening. You all have a nice day and a wonderful life.